It actually looks like there's 2 stray ferrets in your top.
Thanks, mate.
If you know, yeah. and you know what? They don't mind being in there.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to the cat.
Pardon?
They can talk to the cat.
That's like, remember the phrase "talk to the hand"?
Thank you, Tony.
That was like you got that wrong. Hey,
Talk to the cat.
talk to the
First
cat
The dog ain't listening.
because the pussy's away. Guys, welcome to the Tea With Me podcast. I'm back in studio. We've banked a few episodes recently, but this is the first one we're doing back, which is live at 10. Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, Shane Todd. Before we get into the episode, I got on because it's the first time I'm back in the studio in a few weeks. I just got on nervous a wee bit there and I kind of jumbled over what I'm saying.
No, Turk.
You're doing great.
We're sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped is the #1 in men's below the belt grooming. What's going on below your belt?
Chlamydia. Sorry.
It can't shave that off. All right, it's good stuff, but it can't shave it off.
Not chlamydia. What do you call it? No, it is.
I was like, is there an STD you can shave off?
Manscaped, they've got it all. They're mad for balls and all. They've got cleanser, ball deodorant, ball toner. Who works for Shine? They've got all. That's an inside joke. They've got all of it, and it's all for you. Yes, Michael.
Can you use the ball toner and ball cleanser anywhere, or are they specific for the nards?
Did I deduce from that you've already done this?
I have
now
not.
you're panicking.
I'm just wondering. I'm interested in the package.
I think great. First of all, thank you for your question, and I think it's going to be most effective on the balls, the ball toner and ball cleanser. But I don't think there's anything stopping you from using it anywhere.
What does the ball toner do?
Tones your
Takes the
balls.
wrinkles out.
But like when you say tones the balls,
It
what
takes
does that
the
mean?
wrinkles out.
Yeah. It's like iron. It's like ironing
irons
your
your
balls.
bag?
You go from walnuts to Kinder eggs.
Would you want a wrinkleless bag?
Oh,
Yes.
Absolutely. That's all I think about.
You why you want to you try
No,
and get yours
that's
as wrinkly as
You're
possible?
still in your 20s, man. You don't know how bad it is.
Like,
Is your ball bag's like a wee pensioner's bald head
it's like a bean bag?
in the bath?
My ball bag?
No, like a pensioner's head after he's
All
been
right.
in the bath. But that's weird because for that to be all wrinkly more, his head will have to be
There's a
submerged.
purple rinse in it. Plastic bag when it rains.
Take care of your balls. Go to manscaped.com, use code TWithMe for 20% off and free shipping. They've got the Lawnmower 4.0 wireless charger technology. You can shave that anywhere. Like, where's a place?
At work, on the plane,
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace,
Right in
big
front.
place
That
to
would.
shit
Yeah,
about.
that's the one video I haven't seen. Trying to make those guards break character. Is you just whip out the 4.0.
Do you know what would be a good collab though? Those guards and Manscaped, because here's what they do.
Shave his hat.
Shave his head.
Fucking deadly.
And then it's just a wee like thin. That would undermine those guys, wouldn't it? If they just had wee thin hats on now. Just wee short thin hats.
But imagine if you just shaved the hair off it and it.
Yeah.
So it's still the same size of hat. But it's receded. Do you know what I mean? Just to shave a bald spot in the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I thought I was going to be killed, ironically, there by a Lawnmower 4.0. What a way to go, because it's a great product. The link is in the description. Also, we're doing the live podcast 12th of September, 9th of September, and Dan doesn't know, but we've added a night on the 12th. Now, here's the thing, I don't know much about anything, but Dan said we've taken the sound booth out, so we've got more tickets in. I don't know if that means we're just not doing sound, but what it means is there's a group of tickets still available. There's maybe a dozen at this point. Who knows? If they're still available, the ticket link will be in the description. Let's get on with the episodes. My guest... Pardon? I know, I said, did anyone want your coffee? And he said coffee, but I think he made it sound like he was going to make it himself. And then I felt bad because he came up here and was like, where's my coffee? But I
didn't say it like that. I said,
did
you get the black coffee?
You didn't just trail off like that? What do you mean?
No, I was like, did you? And then you didn't. I didn't go like, where's my black coffee?
Yeah. I had to get Tony to get
You
it.
did,
But I
No,
made
I
yours.
Don't pretend you didn't.
I didn't do
Throw a
that.
complete hissy fit.
I didn't do that. I was like,
Sir! My coffee, sir! I'm raging!
Are we doing impressions now? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're going for?
Who's that?
Hey,
It's one of those guards when you're shaving your bag.
You bastard.
For anyone
That's a
just listening.
disease.
Guys, let's be friends.
no, we are.
Yeah, I know we are.
Now, careful, don't touch him or shit. Now,
I hope you shit yourself in front of people.
I did. I earned it in about 10 minutes. Anyway.
He does smelly shits.
No, that's not true.
I didn't think he did. He
That's
does
not
smelly
true.
shits.
That's not true.
Reeking.
That's
Like
not
old
true.
boy shits.
Well, I mean, he's Crohn's. God love him.
No,
What
but
is
that-
you making fun of everybody's disabilities?
But also, that's not true. Someone had been in there before.
Who?
I'm not going to point fingers. I'm not going to guess.
I imagine you would do a smelly shit though, because you're a wee thin fella. Is it one a day and a monster?
1 a week.
One a week? You shit once a week?
It's like
That would stink then.
it's like
You
no,
producing loaves or like what are we talking here?
Huh?
Like loaves, like,
like
you
a
give
half
like
baguette,
solid shit.
like a half baguette,
A demi baguette?
demi baguette.
When was that?
Who's
last time you
Michael?
did- When was that time you did a solid shit?
2004.
When was the World Cup?
Throw it on the island.
He remembers it because it was the France '98 World Cup.
It was a mine Umbop just come out. And it says to myself, that's good shit, but I wasn't talking about Umbop.
Yeah,
Although it is.
You can
is
still go to
good
exhibition.
I do class shits now. Like
All right,
cigars.
humble brag.
Yeah, I'm dead proud of it. Because before,
Like what are you producing now?
I would say sort of 3, not Cubans, but
Right.
3 decent cigars.
Yeah,
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
That's good.
Very little wiping as well.
That's a
Before
treat.
it was Jesus. It was like
yeah.
What do you do
Yeah,
when you're in the
trial.
toilet? Do you just think or do you go on your phone?
I'll do a wee bit of both.
Graphic novel. I
Yeah,
could see. I
I'll-
could see you.
I'll start to watch a wee video, then I'll go on board that, and I'll set it over there, and then I go, fuck, TikTok keeps playing again, and I have to go back and
Yeah.
a different TikTok.
Do you know they know what you like?
Algorithms.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just found out about this very recently.
What do you like?
Huh?
What do you like?
Mainly guys crushing thing with a hydraulic press.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that because he
I-
does everything with it.
I'm addicted to the guy who just tries to get CDs into the Wii.
What do you
From
mean?
a
Like he
distance.
throws it?
So he like throws a CD into a Wii, but then he'll try and throw it through a set of double doors and bounce it off a wall into a Wii. Or he like try and bounce it off, and he throw ping pongs at the cups and all.
Just think what he's
hours.
doing is a waste of time, but you're watching him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's mental.
And what's great about it is he shows you him failing, so it's inspirational. You're not like, oh my god, this guy's an
It's a
X-Men.
modern day Rocky.
You're like, he's fully like, fuck me, what are the trials and tribulations of this man throwing CDs into thing?
What's his Patreon content look like?
Probably exactly the same as the TikTok, to be honest with you. I don't think he does much else.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think he talks you through it. What
Imagine
it did
finding
was,
out you can do that. Like you just
For
fucking
the,
take it
the
in,
first time you do
not
it.
even finding out you can do it. Why would you even think it?
No.
Well, it's like me doing the voice inside my mouth.
Yeah. So
So how did I give that a go?
Yeah, it's like me talking like I'm underwater.
Yeah.
I got a wee bit hard when you did that.
I can do Riverside with my throat.
I genuinely thought you were going to say river dance.
What?
Riverside? No, that song Riverside, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it with just.
I'm pretty sure that's the bill. I was the opening the casualty.
Doop, 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 doop. Such a camper starting casualty was. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, thanks.
No, you had to give. It is good. It is
Like
good.
goes
It
crazy
no,
on
wrong was
TikTok.
good. It was just the way you said it. It sounded really insincere.
Um,
That's good. Well done, wee man.
my guests are Micky Bartlett. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes.
And Aaron McCann.
Yes.
What's your middle name?
I don't have one.
Are you sure?
Real
No,
name, no
middle name?
gimmicks, no.
I thought you would have had like an Ignatius or something like that, or a Prontius.
I could see you with a
Jordan's
sir.
is Leslie.
I don't know.
Jordan Robinson, Leslie.
It's actually on his bank as well. When you transfer money for gigs, send it to Jordan Leslie Robinson.
The JLR.
That sounds like someone who's done amazing interior design work in your house. Jordan Leslie Robinson.
Yeah.
Like you, who would put classifieds in the Tatler?
It's
Yeah.
yeah. It sounds like the kind of soap you would see at a fancy person's house.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Leslie
Yes.
Robinson.
That's lovely. What's that? It's Jordan
Nice
Leslie
wee
Robinson.
candle.
Your hand starts shaking it up.
JLS.
JLR, dickhead.
I think
He literally said 3 seconds ago.
I think I so badly wanted it to be JLS. I halfway through thinking that
matter.
it just went, yeah, it is.
IRA? What? No, man, I'm so
No,
excited.
IRS.
SEX? I snorted.
Yeah.
You did. Hey, not for the first time, guys.
Ho, 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 motherfucker. You have to experience these things yourself.
Nick, we were on the live stream podcast earlier. We were talking about things people feign to really care about, but at this age, like at our age, is there something you'll admit to going? That's something people do care about, and I should, but I don't. Now, my example was stolen bicycles. When you see someone's put up, oh, my bike got stolen from city centre. I know you should go, oh man.
Aye.
But there's part of me that goes, oh, get the drive.
Funny, on the way here, I was in I go to a wee health shop in Lurgan, get my L-glutamine, good for the stomach, good for the shits.
Is he not the drug lord that's bird out of prison?
No, you're spelling it wrong again. That's
That's Chapel.
Basically, the wee woman in the shop was telling me that her son was on a plane going somewhere, and a guy beside him offered him a Valium to help him sleep on the flight, and it turned out it was like some sort of roofie, and the guy stole her son's bag off the plane. So he like woke up, like, what the fuck am I? And this guy had nicked his bag and left.
The guy got off the plane early? What do you mean?
No, like the plane landed, he was still fucking out.
Oh.
The dude took this guy's fucking backpack and legged it.
How long does a roofie last for? Like, how
I have
long
no
you out
idea,
for?
but I remember she was telling me that, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Imagine you roofied someone, you came out of it before the flight landed. Leave me back my fucking bag, you bastard.
He's sitting with a bag on his lap.
I'm like, I guess not on him.
Did I miss the dinners and everything? Fuck's sake.
Trying to watch fucking Die Hard 5 here.
And I fucking focaccia.
I think the wee ads for like donkey, people being inside of donkeys.
The donkey one makes me laugh.
Pardon? Makes you laugh?
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh that money's been spent on the ad. And I'm
No,
going,
you know when people are like not treating donkeys right, and there's donkeys.
What does this look like when you don't treat a donkey right?
No.
Like they're doing impressions of the donkey?
No. There's
Yeah,
donkeys in
they're
it.
probably-
You useless bastard.
There's real donkeys.
He always says that to me.
I think I see it on the you know it's like £5 a month and all that.
Yeah.
And I just it's not that I don't care about it. I just watch it and it breaks my heart, but I know I would not be prepared to give out any money.
That's my thing. Is like knowing how much an ad costs to make for TV.
Yeah.
You're like, if you'd have just taken that money and give it straight to the donkeys.
Yeah.
Sorted.
But not straight to them.
Oh, not straight. To
No.
them. No.
They're useless
You give it
bastards.
like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because the donkey can't count the money. Like.
No, or get a portfolio.
What?
No, on fucking
Crypto
LinkedIn. Just all B's and G's. A bigger typewriter.
Mick, what's something you
Do you know what's terrible, right? And people are going to hate me for this.
okay.
Do you know the
That's
ad?
what we're here for.
Do
That's
you know
what
the
we're here
ad for the wee?
Oh no.
Do you know the ad for the
No,
wee-
when you started with the wee
Yeah.
something, you know it's not.
Do you know it's the ad? And it's the
Fuck.
kids. It's the kids that are born with hair lips.
Yeah.
Or like, was it clip pal or is it
Yeah.
hair lip? Right. I absolutely understand that's horrible, and money should be sent to those children to help them and all that sort of stuff. But the way the ad shot, every time the first kid comes on with a hair lip, it surprises me and I laugh a wee bit.
Right.
Out of like a guilt. Do you like laughing at a funeral type of thing?
Yeah.
I would just like oh.
I've taken a full giggling fit at a funeral that I was sad to be at.
Oh, yeah,
because
you're supposed to.
It's the worst situation.
I love that you're like, a funeral that I was sad to be at, they're asking them. Couldn't give two
Oh, I'm
fucks.
delighted to be invited.
I don't even know who's dead in here. I'm just here for the sandwiches.
Just turns up.
I let
Anyway,
people
need to
know
do some
I'm
stand-up.
actually really sad. I'm gutted for this one. Like genuinely gutted for this one. At a wedding we were all at, you remember
Were you
taking
happy to be part of that one?
very.
Yeah.
Remember we taking a laughing fit?
Woody's wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to say
it.
because we disrespected his wedding, but the whole way through the service, that I've never laughed more in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't.
Yeah,
it was the silliest thing that set it off, and everyone was. The priest said something, and everyone was sort of thinking, that's kind of quite funny without meaning to be. And then when we all realised we were all thinking that, just by a look,
I remember at one point we were sort of. Cause I think
We
I
were
might
getting
have been single
potted
at the time. But I was like looking around. You were at a wedding. You were like, I wonder who's fucking. I was looking around, and this really beautiful woman sat down, and he went, "Fuck me, to hold that." And I went, I thought that. Like, I was like, "Fuck me!" At the same time, I was like,
Imagine I was your inner monologue. Like you just thought my voice.
that'll be hilarious. Sir, fucking dumplings.
Again the day. Good mom, mate. Ever's daddy.
273. Fucking clicking your fingers. I can't even click mine because my hands are broken. But I laughed. My auntie died a couple months ago. We were all in stitches at the funeral
Right.
because we'd laughed a wee bit in the chapel,
Right.
but when it got to actually this just fucking sounds terrible. Putting my actual aunt in the fucking ground, right? And during COVID, she decided to take Italian lessons and did it once, but the priest heard about it and was like, "Fucking, alright." And the priest, the
Ali
priest,
G, did
like,
you?
he filled like a showbiz priest. He's like fucking. He didn't make it in the stand-up, so he went to the priesthood.
He said, "I." Was your priest Buster Rhymes?
In his head. Listen, the story's already funny. I don't need you. There's a basically what happened was we're at the graves and everyone's like fucking all tears and stuff like that, and the priest, as a treat to us and as a mark of respect to her, full blown starts singing like Italian opera.
Nessun Dorma?
Right, yeah, like, man, and he's belting it out, but didn't tell anybody. So now the whole family's just in stitches. like some undertakers, what the fuck's wrong with you people? We're like, I can't fucking think me.
Now, here's the thing, at a service like that, do you prefer a showy clergyman or a guy who's just serious business?
Oh man, I
You want a showman?
Fuck, I'm like fucking strap it to a cannonball, just fire it. Like there's
The deceased?
There's nothing more boring than a funeral.
Oh.
Especially when you've done the 3-day wake thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I've said before, a 15-minute funeral.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
But at the sometimes
ideally I would want everybody goes into the church, right, into the chapel, whatever it is. They carry me up. They set me in the wee box. The priest gets up and just goes, huh? And then everyone leaves.
Right. That is perfect.
While handling, huh? You never get rid of the stress, did he? Huh?
Aww.
He's already eating a sandwich.
But you're going to Dubai. You're going to get rid of the son. Son's
Yeah,
good
oh,
for
the
it?
son helps it, yeah.
I thought you meant he was going for surgery.
No, I'm just going to go steal stuff and get them cut off. Let's come back with 2 class hooks.
Have you gigged in Dubai before?
No, gigging in Bahrain.
Do you have to
Couple
watch
years
yourself out there?
Think so. I was googling like what's the crack with getting in like for COVID regulations,
Right.
And the whole thing was like, oh, you know the war in Yemen? Yeah, they're shooting missiles into Dubai, and I was like, well, it's too late to pull out now, boys.
Yeah.
Flights paid for.
Now, when you were gigging in Bahrain, was it like luxury or?
No, it was an ibis, right? But
Luxury.
luxury. Like weirdly, it was like this is an ibis. Like
Right.
it was lethal, and every TV channel had porn on it. Yeah, all porn.
Every channel?
Every fucking channel was
See
just porn
babies?
on the TV. Yeah.
Porn blend.
See boobies? Am I wrong? I don't think so.
Yeah, it was just a lot of pornography. Because Bahrain, somebody was telling Bahrain's kind of like, and this, I don't know if you can get in trouble for saying this, but it has.
We'll find out.
There's a cultural thing of like, it's fucking like Middle Eastern Vegas. So everybody's very religious in their own country, but then like Thursday when the weekend comes, they all come to Bahrain, and it's fucking debauchery.
Oh, okay. Because I remember being in Dubai and people say they work in Saudi Arabia all week and then come to Dubai
Yeah.
or other places for the weekend.
And they go bucked off.
Did you get like briefed or anything beforehand? They're like, you can't
No, when
wear that?
I literally got to the fucking airport and was standing waiting on a guy to pick me up, thinking he'd forgot to come and get me, and I had no money, didn't have a visa to be working there really, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
we going to do here? Like, I'm just in Bahrain.
Yeah.
I've told this story before. The guy was like, took me out drinking. I drank the whole way over on the plane.
Can you drink anywhere there? Or is it like
I
certain
think
places?
you can drink in Bahrain. I think because we were definitely drinking. There was loads of bars. Like,
Because in Dubai you can only drink in hotels.
yeah. I think
What?
Bahrain's
Yeah.
different.
What do you do if you're out drinking? Like, that isn't a hotel?
Can you be drunk? Can you walk from a hotel to a different hotel?
Can I be honest? See, when they told me you couldn't drink in hotels, I didn't drink anywhere else but a hotel, just in case. You know
Aye.
what I mean? I wasn't willing to like push it. I was more conservative than them out there because I was just like worried because they said about
She's
like
wearing a burqa and all.
no, they said about skimpy clothing. I used to go up to the male hotel receptionist and be like, is this too much?
Aye.
Every time I went out, like my wee shorts and all.
I found myself being like, already going, do you cover your tattoos up in Bahrain?
I think in
Or is that
Dubai
just Ballymena?
they're relaxed, but they don't want to say they're relaxed or something, if that makes sense.
Aye.
But you can only drink in hotels, but you can walk from one hotel to the other. But here's what they do: get like a big restaurant complex, and they'll just stick a very small hotel in it,
Oh,
so you can
yeah.
drink there.
There's
There's
always a
there's
loophole.
loopholes. There's
Yeah.
loopholes.
there's always a way around it.
But you can't. Yeah, because we were so worried about it. And then we went to this like beach party type place, and as soon as you walk through the doors, you may as well have been in like Ibiza or somewhere like that. But yeah, they're like strict on all that kind of
Aye.
stuff.
Can you be drunk in the street?
Not like you can't be being silly and all.
Aye.
A strict no
Like
silly policy.
You can't
in
do
Dubai.
whoopee cushions and all.
Aye.
All that.
Got your nose.
You can't be drunk and
Got your head.
disorderly. You can't be disorderly. No disorderly contact. You can't be falling about no.
Yeah.
Doing all that.
No singing in the streets.
Not unless you're unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not unless it's 5 in the morning, you're facing east. Or west.
And even then, it's specific stuff. Like you can't just do like an bop
yeah.
or anything like that.
No atomic kitten in Dubai.
No.
On Raglan Road.
I didn't know that. Whether that was.
I know. Yeah, it was clever. I was walking the line there.
I don't know. I remember nearly getting booked for Bahrain and Cyprus. Do you remember there was those like gigs that were being booked for a while? I think me and Sean got asked to do them years ago, and it was going to be Cyprus, Bahrain, and somewhere else. No.
There's been loads of things like I've never really.
Do you think gigs like that are going to be good gigs, or are you going for more the experience?
They're usually all right. Like even the one I did in Bahrain, I was doing an hour,
Right.
and like it was all expats. So it was great crack.
Yeah.
It's just the weird thing is for that one, as I was going on, the guy was like, "Don't make fun of Bahrain because that's literally illegal."
Right.
And I'm going, "You should have told me this 2 days ago when I got here."
Yeah.
Because all I've been doing the rest of the time is watching porn, spraying that wee gun up my arse.
What?
The wee water, the wee toilet.
Oh, right, yeah.
Instead of wiping your body.
Oh, a B-day.
It's not a B-day because it's a hose. Like a B-day is you sit on it.
I thought you were doing the pervious suicide of all time.
Just trying to dry myself the
Straight
wrong
up
way
your
up.
arse. Has that been done?
So he shot himself in the ass.
Right up. Bound you. Bound
I'd
you.
have to ask.
You die with a boner. Like, it'd be a great way to go. Do you like Nirvana?
Would you die with a boner, Shane?
Yeah.
Think somebody's putting a gun up their hole and going, "Oh, fuck, I can't wait to shoot myself."
Yeah, possibly.
Surely then, if would the bullet not fly at the end of your dick? What am I talking about?
No, because then we'd have to do like in that corn video where it fucking like takes a right. It would just go up you.
Yeah.
The bullet to get out of your dick would have to take a hard right.
It would supposed to depend where you went. I seen a video the other day of the Germans in World War II invented a gun with a curved barrel so they could shoot round corners. So all I'm saying is, potentially speaking, you could try to shoot yourself in the ass, it fucks up, bullet comes at your dick, shoot yourself in the head, you're like, fuck, now I look stupid.
Boys, how was Edinburgh? How was the Fringe? Because I've been on paternal leave. I've just been living the Fringe through you.
It was a great time. We had
Yeah.
too much fun.
Too much fun.
Did you go to that Wings place?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't?
I think I'm all about the Buffalo truck. So I went to the,
you love
the
that
Buffalo
truck.
truck 3
I
times.
was going to say, do you think wings are overrated? Is there a myth around wings?
No, it's great.
No,
it's
it is good,
It's
like-
just that it's always.
No,
it's
wings
weird.
in general, I mean, sorry. Are wings blown up too much?
Oh no, wings are amazing.
No, I think that too, but I'm
Are
just
you
saying.
more of a boneless man?
If you can offer me to skip the bone, I'll skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
definitely, because
Well, yeah,
why would you want the bone if you have the choice?
I'm all about the chicken, but for some reason wings, I'm like, I could eat them all day, not stopping. I want to do a hot wings challenge as well. I'm convinced I could.
But would you prefer a bone?
I don't. No, I think they're both very different. It's same meat, same
Yeah.
animal, different cuisines.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know
it's
what's
like
really
having a burger and a steak.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
them both.
Buffalo Wild Wings in America. Brilliant.
Buffalo wings, blue cheese sauce. That
Whatever
kind of
sort, they've got it.
I'm not into that blue cheese now.
I don't like the blue cheese.
I don't like it by itself. I like it with buffalo sauce, and you really get stuck in it. We bit of celery and all.
You look like, I'd say you have a strong dip.
Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. What did you want to be what did you want to be when you were younger, Mick? Like when you were a kid, what did you want to be as a job?
Just a man. I don't know.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted to be a pilot after I saw Independence Day.
Right.
That looked cool.
Yeah. Not commercial airline, like fighter.
Oh yeah, like Bogey on my 6.
Pardon?
Bogey on my 6.
You see Top Gun?
Did I see Top Gun?
Horny
He
as
loves
fuck.
it.
Trainee.
No, I haven't seen the original. So would I need to watch the original to see the new
Yeah.
one?
No, I don't think so. There's
You
a couple
do.
wee references,
You
but
need to watch the original to get excited for the start of the second one when it starts with the same music and you get a wee oh fuck. You need that.
80s movies and soundtracks are your thing.
Yes, 80s
Right
movies
on.
in general. Yeah,
You love it.
top 3.
absolutely. Top 3 80s movies.
Yeah.
Oh no, what do I say? Rocky 4, obviously.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, and a little known one that no one really talks about. Rapid Fire with Brandon Lee. That was the 90s. So take it back.
Sorry, no one was going to hit you.
No, take it back. Commando.
Commando.
Nice.
You like a good underdog story?
Oh, love no
Yeah.
dog story. Aye.
Yeah. But you like your sound. You're in your car. You just
Yeah.
listen to 80s action film
Yeah,
soundtrack.
it's ridiculous.
And the VR headset boxing. Talk to me about that.
So I was boxing the VR headset yesterday, and halfway through a fight, I went, Alexa, play Rocky 4, and then the Rocky 4 music come on, and I was in my kitchen, fucking
Immersed.
battering this fella. Oosh, 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 oosh.
Now, are you unbelievable at VR headset boxing?
Terrible.
Right.
I thought it was, you feel, because basically I got the game, I'd played it one time before, and I was like, I'm going to do this for the crack, and then realised I was sweating.
Not
my back off.
professionally.
Yeah, no, but I realised I was like literally fucking dying.
Right.
So I've started doing it like 3 times a week as a cardio workout. But it's legit, like, it's genuinely, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So in the game, I'm like, I probably look class doing this, and then I set my phone up to see what I look like. Retarded.
Now, do you box other people?
No, so you box a computer just.
Oh.
But apparently they're bringing out a new one where you can box other people.
That's what I'd want.
Nice.
That's what I'd
Yeah.
want. Because you're in a fight, you're trash talking someone, you're hitting them, but they're not.
But
You're
the
gonna
way
hit
this
you.
thing goes is like, so you start off kind of, you're just like, bit of crack, fucking, and then it hits you. Obviously, you can't feel it. But
Does it vibrate or something?
your caveman fucking instinct just, you fucking cunt, and then all of a sudden you're in,
Yeah.
like biting them and all.
Now, how
Oh,
good's
like
that
that?
going to be when you're fighting an 8-year-old German kid?
Oh my god, it's
over
amazing.
life.
Yeah. That's for Anne Frank.
Have you?
Never forget, boys. She died like.
She did.
Well, that's what they say.
Well, don't even chat about that.
Aaron, did you ever have a fight when you were younger? Have you ever had a fight?
No.
Full blown fight? Never.
No.
What's the closest you've ever been to it?
I got a smack one night in Sally's, but I can't mind it.
Oh, really?
But if you're from Oma, you're going to get a smack in Sally's. Like.
Just
Where'd you get smacked?
A smoking area.
no.
I meant.
I'm trying to think. Is that Cockney rhyming slang for something? And it,
Smoking area is in the mouth. Just fucking swearing the jaw.
you don't remember it?
In the lungs.
Imagine being in a fight just going directly for the Hoor's lungs.
The Hoor's
You
lungs.
fucking knocked the brains out of me.
That sounds like a hipster bar in Oma.
It sounds like a.
Down the Hoor's lungs, you on elbow, you got fucking chicken wings.
Not a bone to be found, sir. Do you don't remember? You don't remember getting hit?
Nah, not really. Like
Was it open palm, closed fist? What was
a
it?
close fist.
Close fist.
Aye, from
On that head?
it bloody knuckles to come
Fucking
too.
brave, man.
Aye.
You've been in a fight?
2 fights. One was in school, one was in uni.
What,
I would say
what was the school fight?
school fight. Guy turned to be a pedo years later.
You got the last laugh then.
And I don't mean he was 12 and went with the 12-year-old. I mean he was like in his fucking 20s trying to go with 12-year-old.
Right.
So I pedo.
'Cause at the
bashed
time
pedo
it probably
before he knew.
At that time of the fight, it probably wasn't weird. When
be
he's like,
honest with
I
you,
fancy her.
I sometimes think to myself, is it my fault that I hit him that hard? That he just never grew up?
You knocked him into a nonce.
Yeah. Nonce bashing?
Now that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate brag if you're a fighter. Like I fucking hit a boy so hard that you make him beat it. Then
What are you going to do after the fight? I'm going to go
fucking
pick up a chain.
sparked him out. He came out of unconsciousness. Went to Club Penguin, chatting to Uyghurs.
Immediately bought a van. Like. Uniform just still in the big shell suit. Like, how'd you do that?
Cleared out the pick and mix.
So how come you had a fight with this kid?
He was a wanker in school, so he was like, because I was a wee fat lad, and he'd just been pushing the buttons, boys. You know what I mean? He'd been fucking
Yeah.
What was
Not-
some of
not-
his
not-
like child insults?
it wasn't even insults. It was just real. It was physical stuff, right? So one day we were walking back from the chippy, obviously, and and I couldn't fight back because I was holding all my chips. But he like grabbed me and like kneed me in the stomach, and then ran
Jesus
back and then
Christ.
ran into school, right? So he ran to the cafeteria, and I basically went did the full go and get him and get him under the bridge. Was where
Get him under the
the
bridge?
school fights happened. So there was
The
like
troll
fucking
Bartlett?
250 people.
The Billy Goat
Man, I
Bartlett?
was terrified, right? I remember being like,
Yeah.
no, there's witnesses. It was like, hit me again. And he's like, wait, what? I went, fucking hit me again. And he hit me and I just decked him. And then he fell and I put my knee in his chest and just fucking UFC'd him for a wee while. There was only a couple of eggs, like.
I am hard now.
Now, I've done that where I go and get him and there's people there.
You're getting that fucking, you're about to cry.
I did
on
that
him.
and it backfired so bad. There's a guy I'd been mates with for a while and then he started being sly to me. And this is first or second year. I said, me and you need to have a fight today, lunchtime. The pitches, everybody showed up. Too many people were there. Too many people show up like at a gig and you're going, this is too many. It's not going to be good now because there's too many people. We're over capacity.
I understand what you're talking about, even just when it comes to fighting. You don't have to make it.
There's 200 people.
As a
there watching.
warrior myself.
And
What's the good capacity for a fight under a bridge?
15.
Because all of a sudden you're at Madison Square Garden.
This is like
You know
the
what I mean?
it's like the
This-
O2. This is pay per view.
Yeah.
Now,
This is the thrill of Manila.
because I was
The
in.
Bollywood and Hollywood.
Well, this was the fucking.
Couldn't think of anything else.
I can't either. Now this was
What school did you go to?
Campbell.
Campbell. The Scramble in Campbell.
100%.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
that
that.
works.
Yeah.
Now, because I was into wrestling at the time, you'll appreciate this.
Good man.
I didn't just challenge him to a fight, not just any old fight.
Steel cage match.
I quit match. Yeah, steel cage match. I had welders brought in.
Hollywood.
I quit match. 2 minutes in, not even straight away. He got me in this thing where got his arm round under my neck, not under my neck, on my neck, and he bent me over like towards him. He fully bummed me. No, he.
See, if you went to Catholic school, you wouldn't know how to get out of that. You never get me under the bent over anymore.
What is the movement? A slip and slide, or like?
It's more of a way, fuck you.
You just grab the priest's balls.
You go up the middle of the two of them. Oh yeah, fucking bastard.
Stupid.
What are you doing? Run.
Get out of here, Father Murphy.
What the fuck are you?
Yeah,
Skitty. Always carry a wee spray with you. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Got a cat.
Stop trying to ride me. Pedo.
We water them full of holy water.
Yeah. Oh no, holy water doesn't work on them at all.
I know, it makes them stronger. You fool, Bartlett.
I cannot be killed by holy water. 2 more priests come out like gremlins. Don't give him holy red after midnight, boys. You know what happens.
Is this a movie you're going to make?
The
Please.
Gremlin Priest?
Yes.
I mean, having not made a movie before ever, probably not.
I think it's a good way to start. Have you seen Battle of the Bone? Would you be interested in working with the same team?
I talked about you about this before. I want us to make a zombie movie.
I would love it.
I think a great idea for a zombie movie would be Northern Irish comedians
Okay, sell
come
it.
back from like Dubai on a gig. The apocalypse has happened. We've no idea, so we get to play ourselves. Don't have to act,
Right.
and then we'll have to try and get through the zombie apocalypse.
So it's like a buddy
that.
movie, big cast, all the boys in it,
Yeah,
and so we go to a.
and like the comedians who maybe weren't at the Dubai gig pop up during the movie, not as zombies. Like they've all survived somehow using
Yeah.
their wit
Hey man,
and our.
what if we go do a gig on Rathlin, and we get stuck there with zombies?
That'll be cheaper. Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
That'd be a handy shift.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. And the locations there, boys, we can get it. We're known to the island, you know. I think this
so
should be really
the
good.
zombie apocalypse happens on Rathlin or when we get back from Rathlin.
On it.
Shit, the bed.
Yep.
Rather than be handy for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
Here's the end of the trailer. That ferry should have been here an hour ago.
yeah. Dum dum.
Then heavy bass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the
And then
entire,
you doing
the
Riverside.
entire movie is just me trying to get out of the bar.
Hold on. Did you do that Riverside thing on the last podcast we recorded?
Maybe, I don't know.
All right. I think you did it.
So I can't stop us
That
now.
reference doesn't make sense for me.
You did this one.
Oh,
You
did
are
I?
tired. Jesus Christ.
Fucking JLS, what?
Soundtrack from JLR, Jordan Robinson. Singing
JLR
Beat Again.
experience.
Singing Beat Again. And ironically, he has heart problems.
I thought you were going to fountain that.
You had it broke years ago.
Update on the aloe vera on the hands.
Not too bad. Wee bit dry, but nothing.
Does like the cardio, the working out, the boxing, that kind of thing help, or is that worse because you've got weed controllers in your hands? Have you?
No, it helps. I think actually, yeah. I think even just exercising, action helps everything. So, and I've lost about a stone a bit, so that helps too.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So yeah, but I'm just on a better diet and stuff now, so it's just not nearly as bad as it was at the start. And I'm not taking medicine anymore. So
Nice.
You come home late night from a gig, and you're allowed to eat cheeky food.
Mm-hmm.
What are you making yourself? Bear in mind, you thought you were going to get dinner, but you didn't have time before the gig, and you had a light lunch.
and everything's closed on the way home, so you can't pull in somewhere. You're having to make yourself something,
The shop's open,
right?
so you can get something and bring it home.
I like a wee late night nachos. You know what I mean? Oh. Like proper, and then, you know, all the cheese and all gives you mad
Do you
dreams.
put anything on there that you shouldn't?
No.
Ketamine. Not ketamine. Fucking turmeric. See me. I'm always getting my powders mixed up.
No, I could see you late night having like a steakette.
Do you know what I genuinely I like it I like a Goodfellas pepperoni pizza, like a frozen one.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just a wee small pizza.
I used to hate frozen pizzas, but they're pretty fucking bliss.
Yeah.
And what were those Chicago Town ones?
The wee tiny ones.
They were too hot when you made them.
Yeah,
though.
right.
Yeah, they burn
Yeah,
it off you.
yeah. They were
Exactly.
they were like a steel disc
Yeah.
with slurp in the middle.
Aye.
But it was nice.
It was soupy and boiling. Yeah.
Is there anything worse than you burn the roof of your mouth in a pizza and you're like, I just have this now for a week?
There's definitely worse things.
Yeah, yes.
Famine.
I ate,
Holocaust.
and also
I
I ate.
heard it, but I was telling you about earlier.
I ate frozen fruit recently, and it hurt my teeth, and I didn't think I was going to come out of it until I drank a bit of room temperature water, switched it about, and then it was okay.
How did you get the water room temperature? I would like to know.
Just left it.
Because that's a good 29 degrees, isn't it? Room temperature? What's room temperature?
It is too.
20 something?
But I think
28?
water's better at room temperature than it is very, very cold.
Oh, incorrect.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I disagree with that.
Oh, I like my water like my women. Frozen. What? In a glass?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know.
In the fridge, filtered.
In Edinburgh, what was the most fun show you did? At the Fringe?
I did a spank that I wasn't supposed to be
That
doing.
looked
That was unreal crack.
Is that late night?
Yeah, and like Kai Humphreys did a thing where he like pulled me out of the audience. So it like
She actually didn't know you were going on, but did
no,
you
I
leave it?
so I went for a drink and they were like, here, the third act hasn't showed up. Could we do a thing where we bring you on?
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely, and just had the most fun set I've ever had.
Class.
But it resulted in like 20 people coming up and being like, you were a plant, weren't you? And I was like, no, lad, I
Ah,
stuck to character.
yeah. Mick?
I did enjoy one of them. I dyed in my hole for 4 days.
No, you
Okay.
didn't, Mick.
I did for me. You mean?
Yeah.
No, I think I did one.
Standing
bit-
ovation, flowers thrown at him. Nah.
Wasn't this last night, boys?
Couldn't get them the night now.
No, I did one best of Irish for the stand where I did a set as opposed to emceeing it, and
Yeah.
that was alright.
I came off Fela thinking I had one of my best sets I've ever done, and Willie T was standing there, and he shook my hand as I walked off. I was fully pumped. He goes, "You'll get them again."
I love
it
it.
was very
Yeah,
good.
that's comedians for you.
It was very good.
You get them next time.
Nice and subtle.
Did you
too.
do Bangor? Did you do
One of the best.
man? Absolutely incredible.
Walled Garden.
Yeah.
Have
That-
you seen this gig?
I seen it in your story.
Doesn't do it justice at all, does
yeah,
it?
It's gorgeous. Geordie opened for me. Geordie fucking destroyed it.
Yeah.
And he went to get I think he did another gig or something. And he texted me going, I heard you getting the applause break from the car park there.
Ah.
And I was like, you motherfucker.
It's outdoor, with it in like in a tent, but it's open. Like the sides of it are very much
Yeah.
open. It's just to protect kind of
It's
the
more
rain.
of a canopy.
I like that.
What about that? Do you appreciate a good backstage area?
Oh,
Fuck me, you feel like a sultan.
Isn't it like if you were
A
like
sultan in the beer fridge.
an old like Persian king in battle? They would
Yeah.
build you like this.
It feels like there should be scantily clad women with ferns.
they threw you like the drinks and all there.
When I was driving.
but you know
It's a
what?
shame.
You know if you got summoned during a battle,
Right.
the king wants to see you to talk. You're a general, and you go into his like tent, and he's there.
Yeah.
It's like that.
A dove
It's like that, there's a Red Bull
dove
fridge.
landed in the room when I was there, and there was a note on it that said, "You're on 5."
Yeah, yeah. It is fucking
It's
unbelievable.
class. It's the kind of place where when you get to that, you go, "I wish all the lads were here,
Yeah.
and we could have made a night of it."
That was Lavery's last night.
Lavery's last night was insane.
But it's back.
Lavery's new layout, perfect.
Yeah.
It might
It's
be
gorgeous.
the best comedy club in the country right now.
What is?
But it has been for a while. But you mean the country's in
The country?
which country now? Because you mean the north, the island,
The island?
the big
Jon
island?
Snow. The North. Anytime people say the North, that I hear
Oh,
it
yeah,
in that accent. Is that? Have you seen the new
I
Dragon
haven't
show?
yet. I actually have been watching Game of Thrones just to refresh myself, but I've been watching it with my girlfriend, so I can't watch the next couple episodes because she's not going to go down. So
I hate that. I hate waiting on someone to watch a series.
I'm only saying that because she might watch this. I've seen the first episode.
I did that with. I did that with Love Hate. I watched the full thing,
I've
and we were
never seen
supposed to
Love
watch
Hate,
it. It's
Me neither.
brilliant. It's really good. Although I don't. It might not be. I don't know.
I want to fucking try and watch.
So you know.
Have a bit of security
Right.
in what you like.
You know, sometimes you think something's unreal, and then you maybe rewatch it, and you go,
Is that why it's called Love Hate?
"This wasn't good."
'Cause
Yeah,
even they're not sure about it.
yeah. Aidan Gillen's in it. He's good.
Is that
Littlefinger.
Sandra?
Yeah.
That guy.
Different accent every time he talks in Game of
Little
Thrones.
finger?
Yeah. Game
As
of
in, like,
Thrones.
all his fingers are little? Or?
Yeah, he's still the mate.
Oh, he's a Game of Thrones guy.
It's one of the things I don't tell you about Game of Thrones. It's all about thalidomide movies in the 70s.
Pure badness.
What's in your vape?
Sword fighting. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. On guard. 2 minutes. Fuck.
Are you trying to hold the Wii remote?
Yeah. Wish everybody had turned up.
What's in your vape?
Blueberry?
But what, like nicotine?
Yeah.
Can
I
we go?
know.
Can we go?
I'm gonna hit you.
Hold it in, mate. Do you like it?
It's like an ice blast, isn't it?
That's lovely.
No, are you still on this? Are you still on the cigarettes? But do you ever do vapes?
So
Chappelle?
that's lovely.
By the way, don't breathe that too far this way, because if I get that in my lungs, I'll have to go to hospital.
You'll be right. I bought a vape to try and help me stop smoking, and then opened it, and there's a skull and crossbones in the pack, and I just immediately fucked it away because like fags don't even have them.
Yeah.
On the back of the vape that I bought, it said, "Do not fatal if it touches your skin."
Ah.
So whatever. And then somebody was telling me that the stuff they use to make the vapor is essentially the same stuff they use for like smoke screen, like fucking not smoke screen, like stars in their eyes type of. What do you call it? Dry ice. Well, yeah, but like the smoke version of dry ice. Smoke.
Dry smoke.
But it's a weird. It's like industrial vapor. So I found myself going, I might just stick with the fags because I know they definitely kill you. I'm not entirely sure what that does.
It could be. They could do worse.
Yeah. I popcorn lung back.
Is pop? I was going to ask you, is popcorn lung like a thing? Because people go, oh, vaping is still really bad for you because you get popcorn.
All
lung.
I know is when I vaped for a while, one, I ended up taking in more nicotine than I did when I smoked because I was vaping in bed, and my gums would bleed like fuck.
That's not a good visual image.
Yeah.
If you just in bed.
Bleeding gums.
No, you didn't smoke cigarettes.
No, I did
went
whenever I was in London, and then switched to them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did I know that?
I didn't want to tell you, Shane. I was embarrassed.
I feel bad too. I pushed them on him.
Like a kid you were having a fight on, you just had your knee in his chest.
Yeah.
Smoke that.
Smoke that in front of me now.
Do you miss the cigarettes?
No. They don't
Do you
taste
think-
anything.
Yeah.
That's
There, it's
delicious.
like-
That
it's
is
like
lovely.
smoking Robinsons.
Where'd you buy that from?
We vape shop.
Alright, go wee vape shop.
No, keep going that way. More, keep going, more so.
Dan and Mike are having a domestic.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And then spin the mic back towards.
Oh yeah, and
Turn
then
that-
Spain.
turn that round like
Oh,
that.
okay. There we go.
Okay, we got
Sorry,
it.
boys.
Thanks for that. Jeez, I don't know how to recover from that. What, every
I
other
mean,
joke?
McCann's head so big that might be anywhere.
That's like.
You bastards.
Do you remember when? I remember the first time in our WhatsApp group when I think Dave sent in like a head type image, and it was just one day where that was very funny,
Wait, what was it?
like big head type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There was just one day.
Do you know something? We need to get that WhatsApp group fucking back in the because there's been many a day.
Do you know what it is? I think there's always one person like on form and wanting to chat, and it's a different
Everybody
one
else
of us
busy.
every time.
Everyone's in a different
And
venue.
Yeah.
but the other people might be gigging, you might be in different parts of the world.
There's been times where I've sent a belter into that WhatsApp group and no one's replied, and I felt like I've died in my hole in my own house.
Well, Mick, can you describe lookalike porn for us? Your favorite
Well,
feature?
we've
in the
talked,
world?
it's not called lookalike porn.
Right.
It's called homoerotic doppelganger.
Yeah. Put some respect in it.
Yeah. And it wasn't just me. You all got involved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, homoerotic doppelganger is a game where we basically everybody did it, so it wasn't just me. Where you had to find gay porn that looked like two of the comedians and then make a wee story.
Yeah.
Looking for him's a nightmare because you always had to type in twink and there was always a grey line of how illegal is this. I remember like going to Bahrain and I had a phone full of gay porn. I was like, they stopped me.
That game made it so that I had to change the settings in my phone to where what you were sent on WhatsApp didn't automatically save your camera.
yeah.
Because there was one time I went to show mum a picture from like a holiday, and I was like, oh, there's like 20 dudes fucking each other before this.
Yeah. There's Dave trying to get a gig off Guinness. There's two big hairy cuts.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
That
was also an easy one.
That's all the formula is. X asked for a gig off.
Yeah. It was hilarious. I fucking... And it went on for years. Because I think there had a point where every so often I would just like, I'd be bored, just text, it's time. And like everyone would go, Mick, no, please, don't. And then Dave Elliott would just already have one.
And you're like, Dave this, and Dave's like, me asking for a gig, and you're like, that looks a lot like that.
That doesn't look like
really, and that you've weirdly like, have you photoshopped your living room in the
How
background?
do you manage to make this look like a selfie?
Do you know? Remember when me and Dave used to do this thing on Boytown called Tweetback, where you made each other tweet something like very embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
His then girlfriend, now wife, sent me a photo of him that he sent her, and she went, "You can use this sometime," but she meant it as a joke, and it was just a photo of him, like bare chested, lying on his front on a hotel bed, and I thought, well, it's actually not that. She was like, "You can use this," but with hindsight, she meant that clearly as a joke. But
You just wank straight away. Oh, thanks very much, Catherine.
Was that the one where his hole was hanging out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You know when you get sent a picture.
Oh no, I'm thinking about you being all. Thank you, Catherine.
Looking for that guy from the I Quit match back. Get me up again.
I show you a slag. I put that gun up my ass quick.
Should have let me cock.
Basically, when you saw the image sent, unless you clicked into it, when you clicked into it properly, you realised in the background his arse is there. I didn't know that, and tweeted that picture, and got a message from Dave, who's never that serious with me, of like, can you take that down immediately? I'm like, why? Just because you're like lying on a hotel bed? He's like, look behind over my shoulder, and I was like, oh, there's a big bum. He was ripping, like.
Yeah, I know this picture too.
Yeah,
I've seen it now. I didn't ever look behind.
it's actually a lovely image, and
Yeah.
I genuinely said to him, you should use that as a gig poster.
Yeah.
Is it? No, sorry, I'm thinking of a different one. I've seen. There's one of Dave with his bum out in the back garden.
Oh, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one.
Hold on there now.
Wait a minute.
The worst one ever was whenever I tweeted during the start of the COVID pandemic that picture of Dave and just put it out on Twitter and said, be vigilant, anyone around Bangor, this guy's selling knockoff hand sanitizer that's actually his own semen, basically. Please retweet this. Do you know about this?
No.
Remember this? He fell out at me, like properly fell out at me. Mick, he said, because I added him, so I was like, they're obviously going to know it's fake. He said he just got so many DMs from like kids on Instagram just saying, dirty bastard. And apparently him and Catherine were friends of theirs house, and they were like, what's the crack with Dave? Our daughter showed us a photo of this guy who was selling fake hand sanitizer and said, look at this dirty bastard. The best thing about it is the phrase dirty bastard was used so much, and he fucking cracked, and he's like, delete it. And I was like, if it delete it, it's going to look like you definitely are doing it. But he properly got the hump on me over that. I was like, it's obviously fake, like people aren't going to believe, but he has the face of a guy who would make his own.
But also,
hand
you forget
sanitizer.
how panicked people were at the start of that pandemic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like
People wanted to be angry as well.
yeah, they had nothing to do. They were bored shitless.
Now, you know the way things do work, like, where sometimes you're like, fuck, the world's like angry at the minute, or that kind of thing. I don't think right now it is. Do you think that? I think it's a wee bit more
War in
chilled out.
Ukraine, there's a fuel crisis, cost of living crisis. There's people running out of food. There's the pandemic's still pretty real.
I
There's
mean,
Pakistan, 900 people died in the flood there last since climate change.
I'm-
Apart from that,
I mean the way people are being with each other in general, because I don't know, everyone just, it felt very angry for a while.
maybe people are just fucking busy again. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? People were just bored and trying to start fights. Now they're back to work. They're
Now,
like, fucking,
not to get deep, but like, have you said this in dictionary? Am I going to say a thing that everyone's like, no, everyone thinks that? There's always something. Is that like a popular kind of conspiracy type thing? That there's always like something going on, as in like COVID, then the war in Ukraine, then the cost of living crisis. Is that like a thing where there's always a thing? Does that make sense?
yeah, like there's some people would say like whatever's on the news is just taking you away from shit that's actually happening.
But I don't remember recent. I remember it felt like back in the day there was a lot of time in between things where you're like, nothing really happening here.
I think I think that's just that when you get older you start realising there's always something. There's just always is something.
Suppose we weren't open to that much news back
Is that
in the
another
day.
vape?
Don't worry about it.
You doubling up on vapes?
By the way, there's always something. That's what my ma says every time she gets a bill. She just
Right.
goes, there's always fucking something.
Do you know what I caught myself saying in my own flat to myself the other day?
Who's-
It's not worth my... I said, it's not worth my fucking while cleaning this house. I'm getting my own.
You're getting that yourself?
Like, I'm telling myself off. Stay, make that bed, fuck's sake, stay in your room.
You were fucking WBC heavyweight title fight tonight, for fuck's sake.
More than digs the head when I'm punching.
CTE from the way.
CTW.
CTW!
That's CTW's Jordan's initials to him.
And there we have a brain scan of professional wee boxer, Micky Bartlett.
Grand.
Untouched.
We'll look at the lungs next. And the anus, there's a gun up on.
Look at these lungs, for some reason makes me want to go to the cinema. Now, why have you got two different vapes?
I like to mix up.
Is that a
flavours.
veg
What
one?
was that one?
Strawberry ice. You wanna
No,
do
no.
At the end of this, you're gonna plug a vape company.
I'm trying to get it off him, you see.
Now, can you describe this like someone tasting a wine? Like, what are you getting? How you
That's
feeling?
like Robinson's cordial.
Yep.
No, it's like a strawberry sugar.
Like the end of it.
Nice.
That's better.
Is that like smoking a cigarette? Is that the way it feels?
Nah.
Nah, it's different.
Do you inhale or do you just blow?
I mean, inhale it, but smoking a cigarette makes you feel way cooler.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't flick a vape on a thing of petrol and expect it to explode.
Yeah.
Walk away from it.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you just be like, fuck us up with vape and petrol now, fuck's sake.
Vaping's cool unless you're attached to the USB when you're doing it.
No, vaping's never cool.
No?
No. I actually went on there's like a subreddit for people trying to quit vaping. And there was some guy and he's like, I've been on this for fucking 8 months. I can't stop. Like, I'm buying 3 a day. Like, how do I get off it? And the top comment was, like, this had like 12,000 upvotes. It was like, do it in the mirror once and realize how much of a cock you look.
The big cloud, I can't hack. When someone puffs it out.
The big boxy ones,
Yeah.
like they're, because you don't really see them anymore, because most people are smoking those wee boys there. Like.
Fucking Pablo Alpha.
I think it's funny that vaping was invented to help people stop smoking, and now nobody can.
People just vape.
Yeah.
I don't
Smoking
know.
fags, get off the vapes.
I remember smoking a cigarette once, like as in a full one, and it was the worst thing.
I had the first thing.
Hated it, but I wanted to get into it. I remember consciously going at about 16, 17. I'm gonna try and get into this.
That's like me with red wine. Can't get into it.
I did it for a while.
Can't warm
I've tried both those things in one.
Yeah,
You know what I can't get into? Size 8 shoe.
but it's
No recession there.
I'm a size 9.
But it's weird that people do try and get into red wine. That's weird that I did it.
Yeah.
You're like, if you don't enjoy it, why are you forcing yourself?
I like the idea of being a wine guy, but it's just not for me.
But also, red wine's the only wine you get into. White wine, everyone can just take or leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, no one's like, fuck, I love white wine. Bye.
yeah.
It's also if you're like a festival or something and everything costs a fortune, it's the cheapest way to get drunk.
Who's seen Woodstock?
Class.
99.
Great.
Jesus Christ, I'd have left an hour into it. I'd have been away the
You
first
should
day.
have been closing the dressing gown when you said that. I'd have been away. I'd have been away. That's
Who's
enough.
out the window? Oh my God. As soon as they were taking stuff off you, I'd be, I'm gluten free. I need that. I'm gluten free.
Aye.
I don't think I'd have stayed past the hour. Also, can I say this? I don't know any Korn songs, right? I don't know anything about the band Korn, other than everyone at school seemed to love them, bar me.
I had to admit, I'm seeing myself.
See, watching footage of their headline set,
Mm-hmm.
that looked unreal.
I never listened to Korn either. I listen to Korn now. The vegan alternative, you'd like it?
Yeah,
Um,
nothing.
I are. Man, that was the thing. I'm not vegan.
Yeah, you fucking are.
fucking vegan as fuck, look you.
Now, let me ask you this. How long would you have stayed for at Woodstock 99 if you'd paid for a ticket and you were there?
The whole time.
You stuck it out, yeah, no problem.
Stuck it
No
out.
way.
If you can do Oxygen, you can do Woodstock.
If you do Glastonbury, you can do that.
So do you think it's not as mental as it seemed? Do you think like
No,
most
it'll
festivals?
absolutely look fucking insane. But
Yeah.
um,
I left 100%. I'd have left.
I think the thing I liked about it is when you get to the very end of it, everyone who went was like, fucking best weekend ever.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they saved their energy for the last night when they're like, everyone had heat stroke, everyone was like obviously hungover, bathing in like shit water. There was nothing they could afford to eat. It's like by the Sunday night I couldn't have lifted my arm for a sip.
There's ways around that. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa.
Here,
I mean,
sugar.
talk to my guy. I don't know, but then nobody
it-
was there beer at it? Was there even booze at it?
I don't know.
But then Americans can't fucking drink either.
That's
you
what
know
I'm
I mean?
saying.
4 beers in, they're like,
Yeah.
woo!
Yeah. I really like when Limp Bizkit were on as well, and they were like, "Oh, Limp Bizkit fucking wrecked it." It's like
I'd
they
love
did.
to
They
see
put on a
that.
great
Aye.
set. That looked unreal too.
Yeah.
Like, weird
Aye.
that Sheryl Crow was on.
Willie Nelson,
Yeah.
like, which sounded shit.
And why was the guy Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers naked, and no one really addressed
See the
that?
cock on him? I'd have been naked too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd have
It
fucking
was playing
David-
its own guitar.
He had a piece, does he?
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
well, it's not an aggressive piece, but it's the kind of piece where you go, that's still swinging in front of 500,000 people.
And,
Whereas
and it's
mine, Jesus
outdoor.
Christ.
Here,
Oh,
comedians. How often do we say it? Comedians Willie?
Yeah. Mine
Do you
would
get,
have been,
Aaron, you get this?
Comedians Willie?
Yep.
What's that?
Before a gig, you go, your Willie's tiny because you're nervous.
That's just default. That's just factory settings, Dick.
Actually, Comedians Willie has changed since Cosby. It means something else.
Comedian's Willie Nelson.
Usually hanging at the mouth of a sleeping person. I mean, that's what he did. I'm not making anything up.
You read into it.
Just talking
I've
about
got you, Mick.
Oh, but there's a pudding pops.
Pop.
Now, do you think because of the success of Woodstock '99, they're going to do it again?
Will
I
we
think
go
we
with
will.
you?
Oh, absolutely. We'll go to that eye.
Boys trip.
Yeah.
I'll do Zoom.
In fairness, yeah, I suppose at my now age and health, I'll be all, I can't go in, but they took my cream off me.
You're trying to smuggle something in there. Well, it's aloe vera.
Aye.
No, there's definitely vodka in that, you bastard.
Sure,
Give it over here.
There's vodka, you know what the Dunker's by?
10 glass aloe vera.
But it is mad the way you see footage from the '60s one, and they're just different, and they're like, oh, this generation are just mental.
It's because of the bands they put on. I've said this for...
Yeah.
Because Oxygen, I've always said that... First Oxygen I ever went to was Foo Fighters and Green Day headlined. And the first day, it was like... I think it was like fucking Queens of the Stone Age, Snoop Dogg, and the Saw Doctors. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it was a real fucking, like... It was a real... A good lineup.
Yeah.
And then by 2010, Black Eyed Peas were headlining.
Right.
And that's when arseholes turn up.
Right.
So
People
yeah,
aren't
the
going for
difference
the
in
music.
Woodstock is you had Janis Joplin and fucking Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
And then when you put on, like Limp Bizkit, as much as you like them, still attract fucking wabs.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
I didn't think the Black Eyed Peas had a notoriously, like, you know, hooligan
Stone
fan.
Island.
It's not hula, it's they like shite music and they don't know that you shouldn't wear high heels to the festival.
Fergie
And
away.
then it's just people complaining.
Listening to Where's the Love, Batter and everything,
No,
right?
I'm telling you, here's what happens festivals like that, right? So a couple will go, right? And the woman will be fucking with a wee like trolley, like a wee trolley bag, like she's going to Santa Ponza, wearing high heels, dolled up to the nines, right? Yap at him for 3 days, and come the third day, he's like, I'm ready to fucking kill somebody, but I can't hit her, so because I'll go to jail. So all of a sudden, keep running, and fucking he just loses it, and then fucking
This feels
shank somebody.
scarily close to home because this is very detailed.
That's I've thought about it for years. It's been 10 years I haven't gone to that festival. I keep thinking about it.
How bad, like, for like the cleanliness and all that kind of thing? People are like, there's mud all over the place and all the tent sites crazy. Is it like that?
If it pisses down, like I was at Glastonbury one year where it was a complete washout. Like it had rained, like
Do you have to make your peace with it and just go fucking I'm gonna get
you
stinking?
can't get clean, so you just give up. You don't really worry about it.
Yeah, the piece
And
stays
everybody's
dirty.
thinking, do you know, and you don't even like weirdly Glastonbury's strange in that the toilets, because it's just troughs, like fucking they're stinking.
But
And
they don't even smell of piss, they smell of cock.
the smell, they're rotten. But Glastonbury,
You sold it?
Glastonbury when the weather's great, atrocious. You can't go near them. But when it's pissing down, it dampens the stank a wee bit.
Did a guy
Yeah.
fall into one of the troughs once, or was that a myth?
I heard a story of a guy who had like a fucking like a utility belt with all his money and wallet and shit on it. Took it off to go for shit by accident. It fell in and he went down trying to get it. But then I also heard somebody died when they were setting Glastonbury up because a fucking like a shipping container got washed away by the fucking rain, and this guy got crushed. And I think the same year, in fact, I think it is true that a guy got electrocuted setting it up because it was just bucketing for weeks beforehand.
I think that's electric picnic.
There was no picnic. Electric funeral from them.
Have you been to electric picnic?
I was down once just gigging, but I've never been there for like.
Yeah, I'm doing that this year, and I think it's not like
It's like cozy, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because Electric Picnic
more
started.
hippie-ish.
It started when Oxygen started to get shit. Because I think it used to be called Witness. Oxygen was called Witness.
That's right.
And it was all Damien Dempsey type shit. And then they got a bit too big for the boots. And when that happened, Electric Picnic went to the like.
Yeah.
Now you've
Class.
been to a festival in the States,
Yeah.
a couple of those. How different are they?
Oh,
to the
it's
festivals here.
night and day difference.
As it in what way?
You don't see anybody shit in the middle of the field,
Right.
but you'll see that.
Why would you go with them?
I know. It's part of the attraction.
I saw a girl sucking a fella off under a raincoat at Oxygen one time. And me and my friend were like, is this actually happening? And the bloke looked at us as if, do you mind?
Yeah, that's that's a gentleman right there.
Yeah.
That's the modern day equivalent of putting your coat in the puddle for her to walk over.
Suck your head off. Nobody know.
You get pneumonia.
I'll put this back in my wee bag after.
UK festivals are like the purge, like it's just lawless.
Aye.
But it's great.
Glastonbury's not too bad. It's kind of hippie-ish. Like,
Tea in the Park's
not too
pretty bad.
Tea in the Park's a fucking
Tea in
nightmare.
the Park
I did
is
stand up at that. That
mental.
was
I went there for my GCSE results. That was the weekend I became a man. My friend Andy got sent to the fucking A&E tank because he took Ket off an acoustic guitar. That was first day in.
Took Ket off an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. The guy was playing it and then set it down, racked out lines. Andy took it and I was like, we were so young and I was just like so anti-drug. And I was like, you're going to ruin this fucking weekend for me. The Black Eyed Peas were playing the next day. I was fucking
Told you.
doing my shadow boxing.
I rest my case.
Well, I am. Open the fucking pit.
We've got Fergie away, boys. Boom, boom, pow.
When Fergie's not there, it just turns into a shit show. She kind of keeps the peace.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just head to toe on Stone Island, going to see the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, I don't know. Festivals just that's not me.
You definitely get to a certain age where you're like, we should have planned for this better. Like if you go to a festival and you've got your camping gear fucking decked out, you're laughing.
No,
But if you're sleeping on your own carryout,
sorry, do you just not believe in that level of?
you don't know
planning?
yet. You're 27. You don't know.
No,
yet.
I know, fair enough. But I
happens,
think you just have to embrace the roughness of it.
I remember being at Glastonbury one time, and one of my mates, he was there with his wife. I was there with my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, "Have you had a wee festival buck?" And he went, "I have." "Have you had a wee festival buck?" And I went, "I have." And we both went, shrinking, like just two humans sweating for 5 days.
Yeah.
You haven't washed your ass properly the entire time you've been there. But you need a bit of comfort, you need a bit of love.
So
So
fucking
what-
squirt guns there, sir.
What you know there was,
What will you see at the American?
You still text her?
Mr. Muscles. Jesus Christ.
What will you see at the American festivals?
There's
Like
no,
light beers, and are they even drinking?
they'll be drinking, like, but they have it where it's like 21 plus wristbands. There's a wee separate bar for them. They try and keep it like. Although one year I did see a group of fellas climb a tree and then just jump off it, and I was like, "That's rock and roll, there, boys." I'm not in Tyrone anymore.
It's the Assassin's Creed. What did they jump off it? What did they jump on to? From
Just
the
their mates. It was actually very well like orchestrated.
Are you sure it wasn't Cirque du Soleil?
I love the cheerleading teams. But
Here,
we are the catch.
Give me an E. Oh, sorry, that was T in the park.
male cheerleaders love it.
What?
Male cheerleaders love it.
Love what?
Cheerleading.
Oh,
They seem happy enough.
I
I've
think
never
they.
seen one doing it like that.
I think men cheerleaders love it more than women cheerleaders. You've never seen the indifferent cheerleader.
give me a cheerleader that's just experienced existential dread mid-performance.
Whoa. There you go.
I don't even want that anymore.
No, that was it.
Let me ask you this.
Ask away.
What's a thing you've started doing recently that you didn't used to do, and you go, why have I not always done this? Can I be honest? Nice flavoured hand soap. Really making sure.
Well, I
my
have to
hands
bring
are
up something I can't do again. Thanks, mate.
No. But what's a wee thing,
Flavour?
whether it's a
Speaking of
food
hand,
or,
I'm gonna wee- aloe vera. Yeah.
Hello, Mickey.
Thank you.
Actually,
do you know what? I got it.
what
Help yourself.
What will it do for me?
I'll just make
Give you some
just make you glisten, boy. Word of advice: don't try to wank with it. Get sticky with friction.
Have this back, man.
mixed wank sauce?
Are you the guy that's putting the semen in the hand sanitizer? The real culprit shows.
I'm telling you, homoerotic doppelganger, boys.
Jesus.
Round 2.
Jesus, you get crazy.
Now, what do you? Now, what do you?
It's like
How,
foam burst.
how are you reviewing that? What do you think of that? People back home.
I was. I think I overshot the amount to put on me.
Can I have a look? Can I have a look?
Oh, some fun with it.
Boys, wee boys.
Shit, I'm
oh,
so sorry.
Fuck.
It is wet.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
There's no real smell of it.
No.
I got one that has tea tree in it, but
It smells like
nice but stingy.
That
Sounds
smells
like
like
a hospital.
primary school books. Do you know what I mean?
I'm getting hospital vibes of it.
Yes, but you're reading a primary school
Oh,
book in
I
hospital.
Your Maz and you're reading Biff and Chip in the corner.
What?
Mine smells like figs. Biff, Chip and Kipper.
Great
I only
book.
know about that because my sister's a teacher.
Biff, Chip, and Kipper.
That's what the youth are reading now. Do you know what I mean? No naughty Nicky.
Did you
wee
have-
monkeys? Did you
Naughty
have naughty
Nicky?
Nicky? No, just had a wee monkey. It was like fucking solar car and all. They're like naughty Nicky. Nicky's all fucking ready. Did you have that?
Was this local?
I assumed it was international.
Naughty Nicky. Nobody
we-
else watched that.
We fucking skit over monkey.
Was he on TV or was
No, it
books?
was a book. It was a book in primary school.
Naughty Nicky.
He stole a car one day. I remember the fucking.
The joyriding
In
monkey.
fairness, I did go to school in Lurgan, so.
Yeah.
That was how I was, you know. Every time you did cocaine, I was like, naughty Mickey.
Naughty Nicky sounds like a nun she went to primary school with.
I beat him up.
Yeah, that's right.
Under the bridge.
Oh, man, there's the
40 people. Too many.
Not for your shit, you Nancy bastard. Fucking. He had a hot wing. Gone up his ass. Callback City.
My favourite book whenever I was a kid was Not Now Bernard. You ever hear of that? Not Now Bernard?
I've heard it come through Amanda's bedroom wall.
But what's weird about that is your mum or dad aren't called Bernard.
My ma is. So watched 2 episodes of the Kardashians. Caitlyn turned up all of a sudden, called me Bernard.
Did you have tiered reading groups in primary school?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I was above her with that.
They couldn't say stupid, so they're just like yellow.
Aye.
Yeah. See, Not Now Bernard though. Bernard always wanted his mum and dad's attention. He'd walk into a room and he'd go to say something. They go, "Not now, Bernard," and he hadn't even said anything. He'd go into another room, say something to his dad. Dad, "Not now, Bernard." Kept happening. Bernard gets eaten by page 7, fully eaten and murdered by a monster, and the monster walks into a room and the dad goes, "Not now, Bernard."
They've revamped that now.
What is
It's called Maybe Later Madeline.
Wait, what?
Maybe Later Madeline. Just make it more current.
I'm taking a vape break from that one.
Give me a hit. Give me a hit of that doobie.
I really thought that would have
dope
been
man.
quite funny. No, was it? Did you? Sorry, you all have heard of Madeleine McCann?
Yeah.
You understand the references making there? Uyghur disappeared in Portugal. No one knows what happened. Could have been a lion. Who knows? But it was because her parents weren't paying attention. So they weren't
Could have been a
around her.
lion.
You said a lion at Bernard?
Yeah, monster.
Yeah, monster. Could have been a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was a monster.
The Madeline McCann, when someone like goes up to their parents, like, guys, can you check it? And they're like, not now, Jerry.
Jerry, fuck up.
What were they called? The cartoon heroes? Ting Tang Walla Walla Bing Bang? Or was that Aqua? The cartoons? They were
Ting Tang and Walla Walla Bang Bang were actually in Aqua.
I thought they were naughty Nicky's mates. Do you think zoos are sly or do you think they're alright?
I think it's kind of sly.
So do I,
Depends
but would it stop you going?
No, I'd probably go.
See, it depends. Like, the elephants in Belfast Zoo feel very bad for them, but they were rescued from a circus where they were treated bad. So I'm like,
And they'll remember that.
they never forget them. They never talk about it. When they're in a room.
So you think it's okay to have ones that are like native almost to here? But like remember they had the polar bears and they were...
Aye,
on
I think the native elephants are definitely happier.
What was wrong with polar bears?
Too warm it.
fucking gone in the head like.
Aye. Polar bears, I wish I could take his jumper off.
They were just like, you could see in their eyes, they were just like that cheerleader,
Aye.
nah, not
We
with
stand
it.
there drinking a bottle of Coke.
They were all confused like. That was really sad to see. Really sad to see.
Yeah, I seen that. I remember one time being at the zoo and seeing a lion just absolutely ride a lioness, and she didn't even react. So what happened was there was a cup floating in the wee moat in the lion
Well,
enclosure.
Yes.
Right. Paul Gascoigne turned up, but there was like a paper cup floating about it, and the lioness was trying to grab it just for something. She's bored shitless, to find something to do. She eventually got it, and the lion was like, "What's that?" And she was like, "Fuck off, it's mine." And he just went around the back of her, bucked her, and left.
Alpha. I like videos where people get fucked up at the zoo for being too brave.
Yep.
I like that. Instant karma.
What's
Oh,
that one
yeah.
recently where the guy, the wee chimpanzee reaches out of the cage and grabs a guy's t-shirt and starts slowly pulling it towards him?
And the guys, oh, that's terrifying.
Take your t-shirt off, bro. Slip out of it.
Not the good Lyland Scott. Fuck that.
Yeah. Hey, that's my good t-shirt. I'd fall out well, here. Can I tell you, I nearly got killed by a seal recently.
Navy SEAL?
No, I'm not the
No,
kiss.
it was
not,
black.
Not the kiss from a rose guy either. I was swimming down on the beach, and this is 100% true. Like 2 weeks ago, and it was a really nice day, and I saw a wee seal from literally 15 feet away, and it went up, and then stayed up for a while, looked around, and then went back down. I thought, do you know what? Seals are cute. I like it. I've never been this close to a wee seal in a while, so I start slowly going towards
In a while?
in the wild.
Oh.
In a
I've
while.
seen a while too.
In a while, it was like, fuck me.
So I start slowly like making my way towards it. Then
What stroke?
butterfly.
Okay.
Then
that's probably
I
what did it.
see a lifeguard in the water, not that far away, because there was a jet ski too close to all the swimmers. So he's going out there like looking at it, seeing what the crack is on his walkie-talkie. Just as I go to make my final, I'm going to swim towards the seal and pet it, I turn to the lifeguard just to be sure and go, mate, there's a wee seal up there. Am I okay to go over to it? And the guy said, if you do that, that seal can and might kill you. And I was like, I thought they were all nice and all. He's like, it's their natural habitat and they don't like to be disturbed. I was like, I'm just going to swim near it. He's like, he won't know you're just going up to...
Was there a video of a guy in, was it Brighton or somewhere in England, where a seal's fully fucking him up?
Yeah.
Like,
that
wasn't
nearly
long
happened
ago?
to me.
Like, seals absolutely just fucking, like...
Do you ever see the...
You'd win.
Fucking man, kick a seal's fucking.
Did you ever see the video of the kangaroo beating up the dog and the
Yeah.
like wearing fucking decks it?
Yeah.
Love that.
I love how you do karate punches as well.
Aye.
Namaste.
If I had got by that seal, that's not a surprising way that I'd be killed. If you heard that, you go, oh, okay. fair enough.
Yeah.
And it'd be demoralised because all his mates would be clapping sarcastically. But I nearly got. Like, I genuinely was on my way over to it, and the guy's like, I absolutely do not do that.
I like how you asked first though.
If you hadn't been there, I wouldn't have asked. I would have swam directly for it. And how am I to know there's not more seals? I genuinely would have tried to give it a wee pet.
I'm just surrounded by seals.
Yeah. What a way to go.
Da, 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 da,
Baby! You are good at talking like you're
That
a
is good.
I think we'll have to go. Aaron, you've got a gig.
Time of day.
May or may not be happening.
It's happening next year. Waterfront Hall. Please buy tickets. I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm doing it.
Oh,
You
sorry.
obviously should be done.
Yeah, I nodded when you said that. I thought you meant you shouldn't be announcing it early.
Yeah.
I didn't mean you should not be doing it. You should be doing it, but are you allowed to announce it?
Yeah.
And will
Waterfront
you have
Hall
a link by then?
next
do you think?
year. There won't be a link out probably by the time this comes out, but it's coming soon.
Okay.
So please buy tickets. Thank you.
Michael,
Waterfront Hall in December.
will you have tour shows left by the time this goes out too?
When's it going out?
Wednesday.
I'll have one in one point, but it's probably sold out soon.
You're like, I thought you were like, I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, it's a 1 point. Fuck it. It's all
Yeah,
good.
Australia, I think, I'm trying to remember the date. I think I'm in the Sydney.
That was quite a
Comedy
jump.
Store. I know. You know what I mean?
Mr. Worldwide.
Traveling man. So I think Australia's this 15th or 16th of November. I'll be in the Sydney Comedy Store for a solo show.
Oh, why?
And then if you're in Perth, I'll be there from the 6th. I'll be all over Australia.
There'll be people listening, definitely living in Australia,
Yeah.
so that'll be good.
No, holla at your boy. We'll go
And
for a
Waterfront?
fucking schooner.
Have you already said that? What was it? Schooner?
2nd
Logical
of
song?
December. So what was it?
Schooner, logic. It wasn't,
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't funny. Please don't make me repeat it.
What was it?
Please don't make as I'm saying, like scooter.
Aye. Respect to the man, they actually, man.
Yeah. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's a sail.
Can't
Don't pet
remember
it.
Aye, 2nd of December in the Waterfront. My scooter.
Imagine me in A&E bleeding head to toe. What happened? Motorbike crash. Seal got me, bro.
What would a seal do to you? Would it just pull you down and drown you, or would it eat the
Bite.
fuck out of you? Like, would it
Bite.
bite you? Yeah.
They're like 25, 30 stone, apparently. That guy was saying.
Fuck me.
Huh?
Fuck me. I've had bigger
Don't fact
I've had
check
bigger kebabs, mate.
Like probably the biggest one ever. This one wasn't that big. I think it was a pup. But I think it would properly sink its teeth into you. But then if it did that, I just dig it in the head. Fuck off and all.
It'd be a nightmare to try and choke a seal, because you have to go, where exactly is the neck? Considering it's just a neck.
It's all neck?
Yeah.
It's just a face, arsehole, neck.
But to have that wee ping pong ball nose, you could just deck at. You know what I mean?
Up like an ant. You're fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Like you're opening a tin of Coke. You're fucking bastard. Yeah, fuck.
Definitely. When you're fighting the scene, you'd be talking to. You're talking to like.
Fucking don't do it. Put your head in its head now. Fuck, do it again, cunt. Go. Do it again. Other bridge, wanker.
60 says show up. Watch.
Seal takes his coat off, another seal holds it.
How my club?
Oh, boys.
Some crack.
That's it. That's
It
good
is
for
good
you.
to be live.
It's fun to have fun.
It is.
It is.
Isn't that right?
Tell me this, where could I buy a good t-shirt on the way to Marfell from here?
Now,
Would you go
welcome
through
to my
Belfast?
world. Welcome to my world. What are you looking at to say?
See, I wanted to say lost a bit of weight, but not that much. What I was thinking is something,
you want a nice
something that
fit?
goes with these sneaks, right?
No problem.
Now, I was going to throw a wee denim jacket on top of it.
Nice.
So, just a wee, I'm thinking a white tee,
Okay.
but with some sort of pattern involved in it. Not a plain white tee.
Where I would send you to is going to send you into Belfast, but it's Royal Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to park,
I'll hit Victoria Square, see what happens.
go to Zara, get yourself a relatively
Zara's
thick
good,
white
yeah.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
Don't get one of the thin ones. get one that's a wee bit thicker, a wee bit more of a neck on it. Lovely fit, real nice white
See, I need to
t-shirts.
go for something with less neck. I have a neck like a seal, you see. It's my entire body.
You want a higher neck? Well,
No, I want to go lower
you
neck.
said that, I flinched.
Lower neck, but a thicker, because obviously could keep the girls in.
Right.
I mean, seal pups.
You want a high neck?
No, not too high. No higher than that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
not
Zara,
Sinead O'Connor,
honestly,
like, you know what I mean?
honestly, Zara will they'll
Aye.
have it. That's where you want to go.
I go to Boojum too.
Good man.
Yeah.
That's a queer day. New t-shirt and a booze.
Then go to a gig.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to go to Nando's?
Oh, Nando's would be perfect, actually, yeah.
Do you actually want to?
Do we have time? I had to be in Maherfeld for like fucking...
I know I've got a gig at 7. I think.
This is so post-podcast.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
should.
no, 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 no. People love this. People love this.
Behind the scenes.
We're gonna go. Does anybody else want to go?
Which Nando's?
Dan might go. Bedford Street.
What?
Don't know.
Let me double check how far it is to Maherfeld, and then I'll
Tony. Tony's getting Michael. Are you? Oh, you all? The chicken boys. The chicken boys. Nando's.
I do like a Nando's.
Brilliant. This is great.
How's having 2 kids? Shouldn't you enjoy it?
This is great. Look at that. We're all going to Nando's.
Brilliant.
Here, it's only 46 minutes to Maherfeld. Fuck right, we're going to Nando's. I can get the starter.
Right. Let's get it wrapped. Mike just transfer me the clips. I'll not put them onto the hard drive. Guys, thank you very much for watching, for listening, for being part of this. Good to be back in studio. Michael Bartlett, Aaron McCann.
Thanks for having me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No, thank you for being
It's
here.
been a pleasure, Shane.
But I'm excited to break bread with you and go and get some cheeky
With
chicken.
hummus. You get that hummus with the meat.
Well, hummus is
That's
horny
fucking
in there.
good
It's good.
stuff. Like.
You like it?
Aye, I do like it.
Good man. Some operator.
No, you're it. No recession here.
Guys, thanks very much. God willing, we'll be back.
One slice of toast at a time.
Much joy upon your house.
Yeah.